Hi guys, welcome back to Geezer Grills. Today, we're doing pulled pork. Happy days. We're going to be using a pork collar or pork neck, whichever you want to call it. But I am going to mix it up a little bit today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this bad boy in half, you know what I mean? And then I'm going to use our Angus and OINK porky. Porky, pig, porky. Do you know what I mean? But with the other half, I've never tried this before, but I'm actually going to use the Angus and OINK Tanddori TIKKA Gold. If you've never tried this, this is fucking handsome, this stuff. But, so I'm going to make like a curried pulled pork. Bit of flatbread maybe a bit of yoghurt. I don't know. Listen, we'll see where that takes us because it's going to be a bit of a cook. So I'm going to cook them both at the same time. Do you know what I mean? So we can get to try them both. So first things first, very straightforward. All I'm going to do is take this knife somewhere in the middle, somewhere like that, and slice it right the way through. Now this is a big old chunk of meat in here. So, I mean, it can more than easily handle 2 pulled porks, that's for sure. Happy days. And then, very straightforward, guys. That's going on there. Stick the old one glove on. Take that one on there. And then we put that one over there for a minute. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is give this a smother. First, we're going to do the old tandoori. And these are going to sit in the fridge for a good 2 or 3 hours. Plenty on them. Now, I don't know if anyone's done pulled pork with a curry flavour before, but I certainly haven't. And like you never know until you try. So we're going to give it a go. We're going to be cooking on the KAMADO Joe today. That is our Angus and OINK Tandoori TIKKA Gold, number 1. Change that glove out. We don't want any mixed contamination, do we? Angus and OINK Porky. Ta-da! Quite a little mash-up today again. Like the old mash-ups. Don't know if you noticed. And then, same again, guys. Just give this a smother. Plenty on the old girl. Give her a flip. Over she goes. Make sure you get it all. Getting all those crevices. And guys, that is pretty much it for the next 2 to 3 hours. I'll see you in 2 to 3 hours. See you then. Right, guys. I know I said it was only going to be about 3 or 4 hours, but the sun was shining, the drinks were flowing, so this little lot has been in all night. Happy days. So, next stage. I've got the KAMADO Connect set up to 250, all right? And we're going to stick a probe right in the centre of this bad boy here. This is number 1, and this is our Angus and OINK Tandoori TIKKA Gold. And this is our Angus and OINK Porky. You know what I mean? And then, right, the plan is this. I'm going to chuck a bit of smoking wood on the old KAMADO Connect. We're only set at 250 because we're going low and slow. Because I reckon we've got a good, I don't know, I'd say we've got somewhere in the region of about 3 hours, somewhere like that, before we hit our first temp, which is 162. Then we're going to bring out to wrap. So let's get these bad boys on. Let's bring you over. Happy days. Now, the advantage of using the KAMADO Connect is that, it does really well at holding its own temperature. You ain't got to do a lot. So it makes it nice and easy for you. But first things first, what we are going to do, I've got some nice chunks of apple here, and I'm literally just going to throw them around. Do you know what I mean? Then we're going to close this up to turn us indirect, like so. Grate's going on. We are going to have a little spray for the old stickage. This is our Angus and OINK Tandoori TIKKA Gold. That can go that side. And this is our Angus and OINK Porky. And that can go that side. Look at that, it's fucking made for it. Made to fit in there, stay in the indirect side. Look, happy days. Right, I'll see you guys when these babies hit 162. I'll see you then. Okay guys, according to our probe, our Angus and OINK Tandoori TIKKA Gold is ready to be wrapped, which is this fella over here. Very straightforward. He's going to pick that bad boy up. She's going to be hot. Nothing I can do about it. And we are going to start to wrap her up. We're still showing about another 25 minutes for the other one, which is quite handy because it gives me time to work from one to the other, you know what I mean? Right, let's get this bad boy off and let's get you over. Right, first things first, guys. Let's get this probe out. Put that over there because she's going back in again in a minute. Now, I put 2 layers of foil down because we're going to fill her up with some fluid and I don't want to lose any of it. One thing I'm going to do before we do that is I'm going to give her another little sprinkle. Lovely. With the old Angus and OINK Tandoori TIKKA Gold. Happy days. Then we are going to start our wrap. Now, I am going to use for fluid today is a bit of Asahi. All right, now I ain't going to lie to you, I was hoping that I had some Tiger, but I didn't have anything like that, so this is as close as I could get, you know what I mean? But what can you do? Well, the sun's hitting that fucking tin foil, mate. It's blind up, I'm getting a bit under the chin done here. Right, just going to give this a wrap. Now, we've got to leave one end open so we can get this fluid in. Something very similar to that. And then we are just going to pour this fella in here. Now, it's only a small pork, so I'm thinking probably about half of it. And then give that a quick fold over, like so. Then I give her a twist around, and then fold the other way. Fingers crossed, we don't lose any fluid. Something similar to that. It's like a fucking Christmas present, isn't it? Then, all we're going to do, we're going to stick this bad boy back in there. Try and find a good spot. Well, where's the end? The end is actually there. So I'm thinking somewhere like that. Try not to push it too far in so you don't pierce the bottom and all the fucking fluid running out. Alright? Like so. And then, we still are good, we're still good. This bad boy's going back in there until we hit 206. So guys, I'll see you then. Right guys, we have hit temp on our second pulled pork. Let's get this bad boy off. Oh, that's hot. Make sure next time we do that, put a fucking heat-proof glove under the other glove. You know what I mean? Right, she's looking pretty. Can't be upset with her. She's got a nice smoky outer casing on her. We're going to take off the old probe, and we used beer on the last one, and this one we're going to use a bit of the old Strongbow cider. Eh? I'm going to be fucking pissed at the end of these two, I'll tell you. We give them another little sprinkle of the old Angus and OINK Porkys. All helps, guys, all helps. And then we start our wrap. Okay, in she pops. Pop it up. Well, what's the worst thing that can happen, eh? Pop that in there, right? Give her a twist round. Happy days. That's going back in the middle. Remember not to push too hard as you pierce the bottom. And this bad boy's going back in. I will see you when we hit 206. I'll see you then. Right guys, we have hit temp on our Angus and OINK Tandoori. It's time to take this bad boy out. And then we are going to let this fella rest for about, I'm going to say probably about an hour, hour and a half. So I shall see you in about an hour and a half. I'll see you then. Right guys, while the old pulled pork or the pork collar, pork neck, whatever you want to call it, is resting away there, we are going to have to make ourselves some form of curry sauce. Do you know what I mean? So here's my plan, all right? First of all, we're going to get this bad boy on the go. Whack that up. Now I know she's sitting in the old Ashala beer, and she's resting away. Bless her little cottons. As you can see, the sun is shining, and I'm not. This is for the sauce. I'm not doubling up here. Mind you, I don't mind a double up now and again. You know what I mean? Hey-o. Here's the plan. One thing we're going to do. First things first. Little spray of the old Popeyes misses in there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to sweat off some onions. Listen for the sizzle. Oh, in she goes. I mean, I don't know about you, but like when the sun is shining, you're outside cooking, even if you are cooking on an induction hob at this stage, you know what I mean? It just makes you fucking happy. So we're going to just sweat these bad boys off for a little while. They're in there is literally, well, it was half an onion, it was a fucking big onion, so I'd say one small onion or half a big onion, whichever takes your fancy, whatever you've got in the cupboard. Now we are going to be trying a patat curry sauce. A little bit of cheating, but, you know, sometimes you've got to work with what you've got. Right, to that, I'm literally just going to put a reasonable, that's probably about 2 cloves of garlic in there. Get these lots sweated up. Now, I've never done a curried pulled pork before, but I can vouch for Angus and OINK Tandoori TIKKA Gold because I have had that before and that's fucking handsome, you know what I mean? So, ayo, once these are starting to get a little bit translucent, fucking hell, translucent, you know what I mean? It's a big old word, isn't it? Happy days. Once we brown these bad boys off, what we're going to do is we are just going to add this patat curry sauce paste straight in there like so. Well, not waste not. That can go in there. Oh, that's got a lovely curry smell. To that, we're going to add a little bit of white wine. Because I want to make a sauce that we can add to the pulled pork, obviously. So it's got to have a reasonable amount of fucking solidity. Fuck me, check me out. Solidity, eh? So I'm going to reduce this a little bit, really more for burning the alcohol off, if I'm being honest. And that pretty much is it. And then when we pull that pork, and hopefully it does pull, I'm going to pour this little sauce straight over the top of it, and we are ready to rock and roll. That's only a small pulled pork, so I'm thinking that's should be plenty. Oh, I'll tell you what I will do. While we're here, let's turn that down just a tad. I am just going to give her a little sprinkle, like so, of the old Angus and OINK Tandoori TIKKA Gold. And guys, that is pretty much us. I reckon we've got about another half hour before that's ready to rock and roll, so I shall see you then. Right guys, we have hit time on our Angus and OINK Porkys. Pulled pork. Fucking hell, don't stop round here, does it? Ain't a lot to look at. All we're going to quite simply do, we're going to pick that fella up like that. We're going to put her on there. And then we're going to let her rest for about an hour. Well, actually, I'll see you before an hour because you're going to see the Angus and OINK TIKKA Gold before you see this one. So you'll see this one in an hour. I'll see you then. Right, guys. The $60 million question is, will she pull? I always like this bit. Woo-hoo. That's going in there. Let's take this, plonk that over here out the way for a minute. And there you have it, guys. It don't look a lot, I ain't going to lie to you. But the key is, will she pull? Now, I think I'm going to have to bring you over because you ain't going to be able to see on there. I can see that already. Are you ready? Fingers crossed, everybody. This is the nervous part. Oh, happy days. Look at that. I think we can safely say that that is a yes for pulling. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Something joyous about getting the pork at the right temperature. And as I said to you before, you can use those scrapey things, you know, like the claws and whatnots. But, like, you know, like I picked that out. That's a bit of gristle there. Who's going to want to fucking eat that? And it's easier to find. Well, I find it easier to find when you do it by hand because you can get through absolutely bloody everything and check everything's still okie-cokey and all that. Now, you can put them juices back in if you want to. I'm not going to on this one. And the reason I'm not going to is just simply because I've made quite a thick curry sauce. So I don't think I'm going to need them. Happy days. And I'll tell you something, there was very little gristle in that end. Maybe it's all in the other end, because you do find a bit of it when you're using a pork collar. But I think, you know, we had this one little bit here in the corner. But other than that, we have done all right. I ain't going to lie to you, one of the favourite things I like to do with pulled pork is when you ain't having it in a burger or whatnot, is I like to put it on nachos. Oh, God. Honestly, that proper gravy, as they say. Right, I'm going to get rid of those shitty bits there because that's all I'm left with. Let's get rid of those. And then the next thing is our curry sauce. Now, it looks like somebody's already eaten it or a baby's just about to. But, actually, tell you what, take that back. I am going to give this another little sprinkle. The old Angus and OINK Tandoori TIKKA Gold. We're going in with this bad boy here. Ah. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. In fact, fuck it, the whole lot's going in. Make sure everything gets a nice coating. And it's just so much easier when you're doing it with your hands, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm kneading fucking bread here, but I'll tell you how I'm going to serve it up, and it's going to be simple because I want to. It's all about seeing what the flavour on this bad boy is. I think we've got plenty on there now. What we got here is a nice flatbread. I am going to warm it through because we've still got a bit of heat left on this bad boy. On here, I've got a premium pomegranate mango chutney. You know what I mean? So we're just going to keep it nice and simple. Bit of flatbread, bit of pulled pork, bit of mango chutney on the top. Fucking happy days. Lovely. That go on there. And all I'm going to do is take a nice line of this and literally, almost like a fucking hot dog. Something like that. I'm going to take a nice bit of mango chutney here, or pomegranate mango chutney. I'm actually going to lay it on the top edge here. The only reason I do that is so that when I fold it, it just goes over everything. And there we have it. Are you ready? Happy days. Oh, mate. That is absolutely magic. I'm getting into these flatbreads and all that's here. That pork is so tender. I'm getting the Angus and OINK Tandoori TIKKA Gold. Definitely a little bit of a kick on there. Nothing too scary because you know what I'm like, you know what I mean? Nice bit of the old mango chutney on there. That Protect curry sauce paste works perfect with there. This is proper, honestly. Oh, first ever tandoori pulled pork. Right, guys. Ta-da! I'm not going to lie to you. I've had a few beers. Starting to get a little bit tired. Maybe in a little bit of fucking heat stroke. Sun's been on me all day, you know what I mean? But the show must go on. So here we go. This is our Angus and OINK Porky. This is fucking handsome. I've used this loads, so I do know what this is going to taste like. But what we are going to do is we are going to use the old Levi Roots reggae as the sauce to go over the top. Fucking hell. You know what I mean? Life is good. We're going to stick it into the old brioche bun. If the $60 million question is, will she pull? We did all right with the old tandoori. We're going to get 2 out of 2 here, or what? Okie dokie. Let's get this bad boy out. Well, she looks pretty. Let's get her off. Now you can use that juice if you want to. Can I be completely honest with you? I can't be fucking bothered today. You know what I mean? Sun's shining. You know, I've had a few beers already, and I'm going to have a few more. So if you wanted to drain that down and reuse it, knock yourself out, today it ain't happening with me. So, bottom line is this. There she is. Are you ready? Will she pull? Oh. Look at that. I'm going to go with a big fat yes. You know what I mean? That's 2 out of 2, guys. That is 2 out of 2. Separate all the grizzly bits. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add some of the old reggae. Get rid of that shitty smeg over there. We don't want that. Look at that, guys. It's like a joyous thing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Just makes you feel like all warm and fuzzy inside, you know? I don't know, I talk some fucking shite, did I? Especially when I drink. Hey, yo, listen. So this is our second pulled pork. Let's get all serious now. Let's get all chefy. This is our second pulled pork. Do you know what I mean? And as you can see, she is definitely pulled. That is shredding up like a good one. The first thing I am going to do is just going to add a little bit more of the old Angus and OINK Porkys. Right, I think that's all the gristly shit. Throw that out of the way. Give her a shake up. If you've never tried this on pulled pork, I tell you, I highly recommend it. And what I will do, give her a nice smother. A little bit of the old Porkys and all. Then mix this bad boy up. Look at that. But there is a tiny little kick on that reggae. And it's fucking handsome, to be honest with you. We're looking something very similar to that. We're going to warm through this old brioche in here. And there we have it, guys. We are going to take a little bit of that in there. Like so. That on the top like that. Cut that straight down the middle. Happy days. Are you ready? I know I am. Oh, mate. The Angus and OINK Porkys and the Levi Roots reggae, them two work together magic. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna have a little bite of that. It's gonna be a struggle to fit these in on Instagram or TikTok. But you've got Angus and OINK Tandoori TIKKA Gold, happy days. You've got Angus and OINK Porkys, happy days. I promise you. If anyone put either of these in front of you, you wouldn't be upset. Now remember, don't forget to push all the fucking buttons and I'll see you next time.